I'm going to go ahead and pass it to you to open up set number 2, and I may or may not be back. Corey, it's all you.
Hey, everybody. I was trying to figure out what I was going to write, so I just took a whole bunch of different inspirations and put it into one poem. So this piece is called To Write About. I wanted to write about pain. The pain you feel in the foundation of your torso every time you say, I love you, but the voice in the back of your mind says, but. Only to have that voice muted by your own insecurities and pride, a deadly cocktail used to intoxicate the remaining strip of your conscience. Thank God my conscience kept fighting to save my life. I wanted to write about loss, about someone who lost themselves inside of themselves deeper than any inception that could be implanted inside of their own imagination. My totem kept spinning and spinning, yet never moving at the same time. My life was a shell of a dream as it played out on the stage of her heart. Her heart was a sweater, and I was a thread that kept it together. I became snagged on the rusty nail of my own imperfections, and the more she tried to reel me back in, the more she lost of herself. I wanted to write about trauma, as if 2020 never existed. The shoreline of my mind littered with the shattered remains of that little boy that they took from me and left to fix on my own. I was alone in my pain, afraid to speak, my voice locked inside of a box, inside of another box, in a broom closet in the basement of a house called a Black family stigma. And yet I was too afraid of the dark to go looking for it. Afraid of being outcast, called a liar. I told everyone that I was a horrible liar, yet I proved to be the best out of all of them. So I wear these chains as a consolation prize. And I can either find the key to release myself or incorporate them into my outfit. They say mental health chic is in style these days. So all I need is a Gucci belt to put it all together, right? I wanted to write about silence. How sometimes when you openly talk about your greatest fears, that gives the devil an open opportunity to invite you to your own self-sabotage. The fear of being alone is much worse than actually being alone, because the fear is just your mind's way of losing control over your imagination. I envision walls made of broken glass and the floor is made of lava. This imaginary world is not what I thought it to be. No, it was a place of reflections. Getting to know myself and the one who made me. He intentionally made me, and until I stopped questioning my own existence, I had to be filtered in the silence like metal purified by fire. I was becoming refined like gold, and I'm still a work in progress. I wanted to write about forgiveness, about how every time I would hear, I miss you, it's followed up in my mind with a, but did you really though? I wanted to talk about forgiveness, about how I already prepared myself to be alone, where it says, even if your mother and your father and your brother and your sister should leave you, I will never leave you. I felt that, and I was ready, but I wasn't ready for the love. I wasn't ready for the love. I want to write about love, because now I know what it means to love and truly be loved in return. Thank you.
Oh.
Wow, Corey, you didn't come to play today.
Bro, you can't do that to us, man.
Yo,
So lit.
Corey, that was
I feel like
amazing. First of all,
security guard from Mickey Mouse. Get back in
I
there.
was ready for that, Corey. Fire.
You say you were in a box, inside another box, in the closet, in the basement, inside the black, man, stigma. Yes, sir. Just yes, sir. Just